Krishna devotees. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritva Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tadojayam Udirayet Srinvata Swakatha Krishna Punyashravana Kirtanaha Hrudayantosto hi abhadrani vidunoti suhutsutam nastapráyeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavate uttamasloke bhaktir bhavati naistaki. Good morning, devotees. I would like to continue our Srimad Bhagavatam slokas. I think fourth canto, fourth chapter, 22 and 23. I will start with verse number 22. Naitena dehena hare krutagaso devotbhavenalam kujanmana vrida mama bhut kujana prasangataha tadjanma digyo mahatam avadyakrut. Naitena dehena hare krutagaso devotbhavenalam kujanmana vrida mama bhut kujana prasangataha tadjanma digyo mahatam avadyakrut. Meaning, not, etena, by this, dehena, by the body, hare, to Lord Shiva, kruta agasaha, kruta agasaha, having committed offenses, deha ubbhavena, produced from the body, alam, enough, kujanmana, with contemptible birth, rida, shame, mama, my, abhut, was, kujanma prasanganataha, from the relationship with a bad person. Tat janma, that birth. Dik, shameful. Yah, oh. Mahatam, of the great personalities. Avadyakrut, an offender. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. You are an offender at the lotus feet of Lord Shiva, and unfortunately I have a body produced from yours. I am very much ashamed of our bodily relationship, and I condemn myself because my body is contaminated by the relationship with a person who is an offender at the lotus feet of the greatest personality. Purport. Lord Shiva is the greatest of all devotees of Lord Vishnu. It is stated, Vaishnavanam Yatha Sambhu. Sambhu, Lord Shiva, is the greatest of all devotees of Lord Vishnu. In the previous verses, Sati has described that Lord Shiva is always in a transcendental position because he is situated in pure Vasudeva. Vasudeva is a state from which Krishna, Vasudeva, is born. So Lord Shiva is the greatest devotee of Lord Krishna. And Sati's behavior is exemplary because no one should tolerate blasphemy against Lord Vishnu or his devotees. Sati is aggravated not for her personal association with Lord Shiva, but her body is related with that of Daksha, who is an offender at Lord Shiva's lotus feet. She feels herself to be condemned because of the body given by her father Daksha. Now, verse number 23. Gotram twadiyam bhagavan vrushadvajo dakshayanitya yada sudarmanaha tapeta narma smitam asutadaham rukshakya etat kunatam tvad angajam. Gotram, family relationship. Tvadeidam, yours. Bhagavan, the possessor of all opulences. Vrishadvajo, Lord Shiva. Dakshayani, Dakshayani is the daughter of Daksha. Iti, thus. Aha, calls. Yada, when. Sudharmanaha, very morose. Vipeta, disappear. Narmasmitam, my jolliness and smile. Asu, immediately. Tada, then. Aham, I. Rukshut, Rukshut say, I'll give up. Etat, this body. Kunapam, dead body. Twadangajam, produced from your body. Translation: because of our family relationship, when Lord Shiva addresses me as Dakshayani, I'm at once becomes morose, and my jolliness and my smile at once disappear. I feel very much sorry that my body, which is just like a bag, has been produced by you. I shall therefore give up. The word Dakshayani means the daughter of King Daksha. Sometimes, when there are in a relaxed conversation between husband and wife, Lord Shiva used to call Sati the daughter of King Daksha, and because this is very word-minded, her about her family relationship with King Daksha, she at once became ashamed because Daksha was an incarnation of all offenses. Daksha was embodiment of envy, for he unnecessarily blasphemed a great personality, Lord Shiva. Simply upon hearing the word Dakshayani, she felt afflicted because of the reference to the context, because her body was a symbol of all offensiveness with which Daksha was endowed. Since her body was constantly a source of unhappiness, she decided to give up. Um, Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Desatarani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Good morning, all devotees. I would like to seek blessing from all the assembled Vaishnavas here, and I thank you for giving me opportunity to purify myself, and please forgive me for all my shortcomings. I'm summarizing the verses by listening to the lectures from Gauranga Darshan Prabhuji and also my own interpretation. So, we are discussing the conversations between Sati and her father Daksha Prajapati. Sati is condemned for all the statements given by her father Daksha Prajapati. Daksha blasphemed Lord Shiva in the assembly and used intolerable words against Lord Shiva. Daksha arranged another popular yajna and invited everyone except Lord Shiva and Sati. Her disappointment doubled when Daksha did not receive Sati well and disrespected Lord Shiva. Daksha is proud and puffed up because of all the opulences he possesses. Why did Sati quit her body is the question. Note that if we carefully analyze from the verses the mood of Sati, we can find that she could have left the place instead of quitting her body, isn't it? But she didn't want to be associated in any way to the person who is offender of Lord Shiva, who is the topmost among the Vaishnavas. She preferred to leave her body so that she should not be called as Dakshayani. We must learn to not commit any offense to the lotus feet of Vaishnavas, neither we should be in association of such people who criticize others. Sometimes we even see family members doing this aparadha, so we should correct them and educate them. Sati said to her father, going back to this verse, Sati said to her father, Daksha, you are an offender at the lotus feet of Lord Shiva, and unfortunately I have a body produced from yours. I am very much ashamed of your body relationship, and I condemned myself because of my body is contaminated by the relationship with a person who is offender at the lotus feet of great personality. Because of a family relationship, when Lord Shiva addresses me as Dakshayani, I at once becomes moody, bad mood, and my jolliness and smile at once disappear. I feel very much sorry that my body, which is just like a bag, has been produced by you. I shall therefore give it up. Shiva, as we mentioned in the verses, is the greatest devotee of Lord Vishnu. It is stated, Vaishnavanam Yatha Simbhu. Sambhu, Lord Shiva is the greatest of all devotees of Lord Vishnu. You will see in the next verses how Sati quit her body by invoking her fire elements while concentrating all her meditation on the holy lotus feet of her husband, Lord Shiva, who is the supreme master of all the world. Thus, she became completely cleansed of all the taints of sin and quit her body in a blazing fire by meditating on the fire's fiery elements. So from this, what can we learn from this, and how can we apply? That's what I was thinking too. We know from these verses, Daksha did Vaishnava aparadha. When we do Vaishnava aparadhas, it can be simple, it can have multiple effect, or it's like a snowball effect. One Vaishnava aparadha leads to another. Here, what happened is we can't expect one person peace in one's life when they do Vaishnava aparadha. That's the takeaway from me. Daksha has all the six appearances as we see. He is the Prajapati himself, and he's got the appearances, six appearances like the Vidya, education, wealth, beautiful tapaha, which is like austerities, youth, and good dynasty, good family, good born in a family with Brahma, right, as a father, right? So it's a great family. But he is so proud and puffed up, which is a disqualification. I really feel it is better to be humble and no qualification of none of those appearances. If we just be humble and have no qualification, then you are better than Daksha, in my view. That's a takeaway for me. And the other thing is Krishna consciousness within the immediate family members as well. That's what I see also takeaway, which is when we educate them about Krishna consciousness and advise them not to eat meat or drink alcohol, they may do it, but it is our job to educate as a part of Krishna consciousness. That's the real thing which when I hear about Daksha and Sati, it's all about relationship, family relationship, and immediate family relationship. How can influence them in the mood of Krishna conscious? That's what comes to my mind. If we don't do that, then what is the use? It might be we might be a father or a son, or whatever, maybe father, mother, son, husband, wife, whatever may be the relationship. In this life, we can help them materialistically by giving all the wealth or whatever may be the comfort. So, which is nothing but an extended gratification. We can help them only in this life. Remember, we can help our kids, our father, our family, whoever, relatives, only in this life. That too materialistic, not spiritual. What about next life? What about life after next life? What about several lives after next life? We cannot help them. So the only way we can help them is Krishna consciousness. And how about thinking about the Supreme Godhead? We need to give that wisdom to the family. That's our responsibility. I would like to end my summary with this note, and thank you everyone for giving this opportunity.